Hello, this is Ana Dominguez, your language coach, and today is about this, writing an essay. Yeah, it's important that you understand the differences between the formal style and informal style. In this short video, I'm going to explain how to write an opinion essay and in general an essay for official exams. First, advanced and even proficiency levels can understand very well the structure and how is the style, the features of the style, the formal style. It's a compulsory exercise in every official exam, including also IELTS. You know that in IELTS you have the general English and then you have the academic IELTS, which you just have to show in the writing part that you have the skills to argumentate and use English in a very formal style, as if you were writing an essay, an opinion essay, or also just simply an essay with academic purposes, for example. What are the differences between opinion essay and academic essay? Well, usually academic essays are longer, but in the official exams, they are very similar in length. The opinion essay, we remark that you give your opinion usually at the end, so in the conclusion part. As you can see in this, just in this picture that you have on the video, you could say, or in the video, you can see that I have put there just a picture to show you. You don't need to read this one because we are going to read actually the whole essay that I'm talking about. But this one is just an example of an opinion essay that is actually related with computer games are a waste of time. This is a statement that they give you, and then you have to include the statement in the first paragraph. Then in the second paragraph, usually you do the pros or the cons about this statement. The third, you also continue with the argumentation. And the fourth paragraph usually is for conclusion. In this essay, the opinion essay that you have here in front of you are 5 paragraphs, but this is usually the structure. The tips for opinion essays are: use the correct register and be consistent. An essay like this should be formal, remember. Use formal structure, expressions, and linkers, and avoid chatty, colloquial language. Introduce the topic at the start. You can give background information or say what other people think. Keep on topic, discuss the idea in the question. Do not introduce new ideas. Use a variety of opinion expressions, not just I think, you know. So you could also use it seems to me that, or it's clear to me that. And with a clear conclusion, summarizing your ideas, you can quickly you can qualify your opinion if you don't 100 agree or disagree. You can qualify your opinion if you don't 100 agree or disagree. Yes, so you don't need to agree completely or disagree completely with the statements. Pros and cons is to show that you manage yourself in the contrast, giving argumentations in favor and against. So this is the beginning. This is just the entrance of this information. And let's move on to the next one. The statement given is an essay about women in science. What I'm going to read is an exercise that it could also be very beneficial if you make it as a dictation. I always explain to my coaching people that if they read and they also record themselves out loud, reading some example, and then they use that recording as a dictation, this actually will benefit them a lot, because that gives you the structure, the expressions, the vocabulary that you use in this style, in formal style, and in concrete in essay writings. So the statement here is an essay about women in science. Remember, women is this kind of word that we use EE, the sound is EE, women, instead of women. So men, but women. Okay, so we continue with this. The first paragraph, it says, remember, you can take this as a dictation. In most universities, there are more male students than female students on science courses. What is the reason for this? What could be done to balance out the numbers? In higher education, science subjects are typically dominated by male students. This negatively impacts the world of work, as fewer females then go into the science, technology, and engineering sectors. This essay will explore the reasons for the lack of gender diversity in science and suggest ways to create equal opportunities in this area. Remember, there are certain structures, like, for example, this essay will explore the reasons for the lack of, so there are, as you can see, sentences that you can literally take with you in your memory and know where exactly to place them when you are writing your paragraphs. So in the first paragraphs, as you can see, it should appear the statement, maybe not with the same words, but you reformulate the statement with your own words in formal style. Then you can also ask questions like, what is the reason for this? This is a rhetorical question. We are not looking for any answer. It's a rhetorical question. And the good thing about introducing these kind of questions, what could be done to balance out the numbers? What could be done to whatever? This question is important that you have in mind and that you introduce it in this first paragraph. At the beginning, if you show these structures, if you show this variation in the style, using affirmatives, negatives, questions, then you are doing it right. This is the first paragraph. Let's move on to the second paragraph. Second paragraph, it says, the most likely reason for the imbalance is that society reinforces the idea that boys and girls have different interests and abilities. We see this from a very early age when little boys are given cars and Lego while girls get dolls. The former are encouraged to build things, whereas the latter learn to care for others. Later on, we are told that girls are better at languages or boys have better spatial awareness. In fact, there is no evidence that biological differences between the sexes make one gender more talented than other at a particular subject. It is society, not nature, that tells us girls should favor arts and humanities and leave maths and physics to the boys. Well, there are very, very very good structures here that I like them a lot. For example, the one that says the most likely reason for blah blah blah. When you use, we see this from a very then we have also the former are tarara, the latter tarara. So as you can see, this structure can be used in your own paragraph. Later on, a linker. In fact, a linker. In fact, there is, or there is no evidence. So that's something that you could actually integrate. It is society, not nature, that tell us whatever. And let's move on to the third paragraph. Third paragraph. Coupled with this is the lack of positive female role models. Youngsters see doing science-related jobs. Sometimes science-related can also be used with a hyphen in the middle. Science-related jobs. Hyphen is la rayita del medio, ¿vale? That one is an adjective we usually use to identify that are two words, but they are put together and they are working there in that sentence as an adjective for job. So see, doing science-related jobs, right? So science-related could also be written like this or can be written with a hyphen in the middle. Cartoons and stories often show the crazy scientist, genius inventor, or adventurous astronaut as a man. Furthermore, linker, there is an unfortunate perception that scientists are geeky. Geeky is like freaky, okay? Geeky. Have poor social skills, or that their work is lonely and detached from the rest of the world. These are false stereotypes portrayed by the media, but they may mean that girls do not identify with scientists and see science as an unappealing career path. If girls saw more positive female role models in science, it would give them more confidence and a greater sense of belonging in these subjects. So things that we can highlight here, coupled with this, is a lack of whatever. Furthermore, linker, there is an unfortunate perception that, this is very interesting, unfortunate perception that, and then these are false stereotypes portrayed by the media, comma, but, remember, but is a linker and we use comma usually in this structure, unless you are using it in a, for example, in an inversion, which with an inversion it doesn't need a comma before. But this is not an inversion, so it's okay. If girls saw more positive female role models in science, it would give them more confidence and a greater sense of belonging in those subjects. That is a second conditional. Past simple. If girls saw, then you have a second part of the conditional. If girls saw la la la, it would give them, yes? And I think there is a comma missing here. Yeah, I think we need a comma in science, comma, it would give them more confidence and a greater sense of belonging in those subjects. See, yes, because they usually make a comma, no? There is the first part of the second condition has the first part with if or whether, and then the second part with the conditional simple. In this case, it's would plus give, the verb without the to, right? And I think that we need a comma here between science and it. I think I have just missed that. Let's continue reading the fourth paragraph, which is the conclusion, and says, given these points, it is important to tackle this issue right from a child's early education. By the time young women are at university, it may already be too late to disprove the view that science is not for them. Hence, another linker, for very young children, gender-neutral play needs to be encouraged. As children get older, both the education system and the media must raise awareness of female achievements in the field of science, as well as exposing them to a more diverse set of characters in books and films. We need to find ways to show young girls that science is fun, interesting, and most importantly, theirs too. And this is the last paragraph, this is the end of the essay. As you can see, this is not as an opinion essay where at the end you put more what you believe, what you think. This is an essay, it's an argumentative essay, more academic style even than the opinion essay. For example, how can we see this? Because given these points, it is important to tackle this. By the time this is interesting. And then by the time, lo que sea, it may already be too late. And then also, for example, when they say hence, the linker, as children get older, both the education system and the media must raise awareness of female achievement in the fields of science, as well as exposing them to a more diverse, you see. So we need to find ways to show. So as you can see, also when they enumerate, or in general in writing styles, I like to say to my coaching people that when you enumerate 3 times. 3 things, for example, fun, interesting, and most importantly, there's 2. So you are enumerating, and in the middle you are saying, and most importantly, so you are emphasizing and highlighting the last part that you are going to say, which is verse 2, que es como decir, y suyo también, ¿no? So till here, the reading of the essay. This is now the opportunity to read on your own, record an audio reading this essay, and send me an email with your own essay after you have made a dictation. The idea is that you spot the vocabulary, the expressions, the formal style. You get familiarized with this essay, the style of writing essays, and then you write in a Word document your own essay with the statement given at the beginning, which is this one. I'm going to remind you this, an essay about women in science. Okay, so if you want, just if you think that this information is useful for you, subscribe to my channel, say that you like, comment below, and send me your essay. I'll give you my feedback. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.